firewood. Done.
You're doing a really good job with it. Good morning.
Yeah, 3, 2.
Oh wow, look at all the birds. Let your mom get some photos of it. I didn't bring my phone. Let's see it. Okay. All right, that's good. Yeah. Nicely done. Beautiful sand angel. That is a beautiful. Come here, let's wipe you off. Yeah.
Well, hey guys, we're here at Kelleys Island State Park. We're at the campground. Last night was a little bit of a cold night, but this morning we got up. We got some coffee in us. We got some, my family had oatmeal. It's one of my favorite breakfasts, and nice and easy and quick. And there's the boys. There's Corey's tent. And Corey and Ange. Mike and Chris are over there. So, you know, nice little snug little campsites, beautiful state park. Nice campground. It's really worth it. Worth the drive. Worth the ferry. Ferry was a little expensive, but not too bad considering this is what we get to experience. So, Kelleys Island's got a real neat little public access beach that's right next to the state park. It's really, really cool. Some of the softest sand that I've experienced. So today, it's the morning. Everybody else is getting ready, getting everything kind of packed up for the day. We're coming back here again tonight, and we're staying another night here. But we're going to go and explore the island. So there's lots of things to see. Some of our destinations are going to be the quarry for sure, the Glacial Grooves, and then we're just going to explore the rest of the island, see what we can get into. The architecture around the island's absolutely beautiful. It reminds you of like a New England style architecture. You know, it reminds you of being on the coast, you know, and it's right here in Ohio, and it's quite the gem for not only Ohioans, but anybody else that can come and experience this. So this is one of 2 islands that we're going to be visiting inside Lake Erie. All right, red to red, black to black. It's always something.
What?
We encountered our first problem on the road. Got ourselves a weak battery. It's always something, ain't it? Go ahead and shut your door. Here we go. Wish us luck. Might have to give it a minute. It might be more dead than what I thought. As you can see, we're running now. Sometimes it takes a woman's touch.
So Matt, tell us what you've thought of this trip so far.
The trip has been interesting. It's been completely different. Usually not what you expect out of an overlanding trip. We've taken a ferry and we've crossed Lake Erie. So a little bit different with that respect, but the trip's been good. It took us a little bit longer than, this is the first trip that we had an itinerary for. And we kind of blew the itinerary a little bit. But this is a learning experience for us for season 2 when we have to actually start following an itinerary. But I don't know, how many miles do you think we did yesterday?
134.
Okay, so it's 134 miles one way to get here. And we didn't do too bad. I mean, we made up a lot of ground on the second half of the actual drive. There were some disappointments already, and we're gonna have to learn how to roll with those disappointments. Yeah, so far this has been great. You know, the weather's been a little bit on the cooler side, which I kind of prefer. It's a little bit harder at night, especially with kids, and making sure that we're prepared for that. But I think for the most part, we're fine. And we've got some decent camping gear.
You want to tell us what's behind you right now?
Yeah, we're sitting at one of the quarries that's on Kelleys Island. This is the quarry overlook. If you're on Kelleys Island, you can find it off Bookerman. Is it Bookerman Street?
Bookerman.
All it is, now this is all no trespassing, so we have to stay on this little pull-off area. So we pulled off, and we can pretty much just, you know, check it out. Corey, I don't know if you can get it, but over here, with the wind blowing, it's got like little waves it's breaking up against the wall. What do you think of the quarry?
It's an amazing color of blue.
Oh, what's that? Is that just a wood duck? I can't see.
I don't know if that's a wood
I wish I was a
or
bird. I could eat
Is that a crane?
Maybe even catch a crab.
So cool.
What if I throw
It's
you
very pretty though. It's very calming and peaceful. There's another one.
That'd be sweet.
I didn't even see them on the water. That's how big it is.
Kelleys Island was proving itself as a wonderful Ohio getaway. We made our way to the downtown area to check out the local shops, activities, and restaurants. We played mini golf with the kids, shopped for souvenirs, and decided on where to eat lunch. We ate lunch at Bag the Moon restaurant. They are known for their strawberry shots. A couple of us tried them and they were delicious. The waitress even brought out non-alcoholic strawberries for the kids, free of charge.
One of the highlights of Kelleys Island is Inscription Rock. We're gonna go check it out. Here it is. Now you'll notice that it's got a structure. It's got a roof on it right now, and that's to help keep erosion under control. I believe it's limestone. Here, let's go ahead and we'll zoom in up here. Excuse me, fellas. All right, get this. Will? Get this. See if we can. There we go.
I need to be. Oh god.
There we go.
Okay.
So these are all the petroglyphs.
Everything's kind of been worn.
Yep, so a lot of this has been worn off due to erosion. When was this found? 1833?
1833.
Okay.
You see that word? There's a word.
Pretty neat. Alright guys, so we're at Shield Preserve or Shealy Preserve, not exactly sure how it's pronounced. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera around and I'm going to walk out here and show you exactly what I'm seeing right now. Alright, so a lot of the trail is wooded like this and a bunch of prairie like grasslands. And as you walk up the trail, it's a little bit windy, I'm sorry about that. So once you walk up the trail, this is what happens. It completely opens up. And this is a beach. And it is absolutely beautiful. This is what it's all about.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
This is a treasure. One of the big things with Kelleys Island is that they have uncovered glacial grooves up here, and that's part of the some of the sights to see up here. One of our destinations for sure on this trip. My wife's father actually did some work up here during college, so what we're going to do is we're going to call him and we're going to put him on speakerphone and find out his story and what he did up here at the Glacial Grooves.
Hello?
Hey Doug, it's Matt. How are you?
Hey, Matt, I'm great. How about you?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. We're up here at Kelleys Island. You mind giving us some insight on what you did up here?
No, I don't mind at all. What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, talk to us about the Glacial Grooves. What years you worked on it up here, what exactly you did, and you did it through Ohio State, right? It was a program through Ohio State?
Actually, it was through Ohio Historical Society. They hired us. The people that worked on it, we were all geology students at Ohio State.
Okay.
We spent the summer of 1972 up there. Shoot. Air conditioner kicked on. Hold on, let me move. I'm outside so I can get good signal.
Alrighty.
Okay. There were 6 of us that did the actual excavation.
Okay.
Like I said, we were all Ohio State students. We had 2 people, well, 1 mechanical piece of equipment, two mechanical pieces of equipment. One was a track hoe with an operator. He did the major portion of the excavation. We started in. The grooves were filled with sediment. It was ground up glacial residue.
Okay.
Okay. It was like a silt, and it was as hard as rock. The guy would dig out about a 10-foot section, and then we would go in with jackhammers with spade bits on the end of them, and we would do the actual cleaning of the grooves. We didn't touch the rock, the limestone base.
Okay.
The spade bits, we would bring off like shovel loads, and then those would be shoveled up, loaded on a wheelbarrow, carried out to the end of the groove, and dumped. And they dumped them down in the quarry. Like I said, there were 6 of us. Usually there were two people running jackhammers and 4 people hauling dirt. Once you got down through, you were close to hitting you stopped, and we went by hand chisels, like 3-pound hand sledges, small shovels, and when you got to the groove was really shiny. It was like it was polished.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Yeah, it was neat. You exposed it and rained some water over it and washed it. It was real shiny. Today, it is not, because it's been exposed since 1972, and I'm sure that the weather has taken its toll on the grooves themselves. But, yeah, it was all done manual. The grooves were, I think, close to 400 feet in total length was proposed.
Right.
It had been quarry grooves was in the quarry. When they were in the rock out, they noticed the difference between the texture of one part and another part. And somebody looked at it real close. He said, "Well, this is dirt and this is rock." And then they got somebody in who knew a little bit about geology, and he identified it as glacial grooves. So Ohio Historical got involved, and I don't know if they bought the property or what. It may have been donated, but it got cleaned up by 6 colleges working the whole summer up there.
And you were one of them.
Yep, I was one.
That is so neat. So all the work that we're going to see later, it's all you. Like you guys exposed all of that's still showing today.
Yep, well, the majority of it, like I said, was brought out with the traco, and then the rest of it by hand.
Correct.
And at one time, I knew exactly what, we figured out how many tons of dirt that we actually removed. But that was so long ago, I don't remember what that number was, but it was a big number.
Well, that's awesome. Well, hopefully they have some of that information when we get up there, and we can relay it back to you.
I know that there are placards on the groove. I have not been back since that summer, but I've seen pictures of it. There's a lot of information on the internet about it. And some of it is totally true, and some of it is false.
So you can't believe everything on the internet, right?
No, not hardly.
Well, very good. Well, hey, thanks for your time, Doug. And
Well, you're welcome.
I tell you what, next time you're in Ohio, your grandsons and I are going to take you up here.
That sounds good.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, hey,
Love you guys.
take care, and we love you
Bye-bye.
too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Six college kids?
6 college kids.
That's pretty awesome.
This is the East Quarry. Well, it's the abandoned East Quarry on Kelleys Island. Now it's called Horseshoe Lake. It's ran by the ODNR. That's the Ohio Division of Natural Resources. And this is another one of those hidden gems. It's off a little side road. You would drive right by it and not even know it's here. And it's got just a small, I think, maybe 6-car parking lot. It's all gravel. And as you can tell, it's absolutely beautiful. Alright, so we've explored a lot of Kelleys Island's gems, treasures, and mysteries. And here's one that's absolutely awesome. If you look through the trees there, you can see the ruins of an old winery. Now, it is no trespassing, so we are not going to trespass, but it is for sale. That's what we got here, boys.
We got breakdown number 2 on the trail.
Another stupid battery.
Another battery, dead. You jump in the avalanche with the Forerunner. Oh, that's smoking.
Oh, wow.
That ain't no good.
Awesome. I'm glad I was in there for it. It just popped and started smoking. Nice.
I got shotgun.
Nice.
And it lives.
Thanks, Mark. You're welcome.
The Kelleys Island adventure is coming to an end. We're sitting here at the Seaway Marina and we're waiting on our ferry to come get us and take us back to the mainland. It's going to drop us off at Marblehead, Lakeside Marblehead, and from there we're going to go do a quick supply run and get ready to go start our next ferry trip. We're departing from Catawba Island, and it's going to take us to South Bass Island. So our next adventure awaits.